Okay, so I'm using Libby's Maighstir Tarot, Libby's deck. It's available, like as you can see here, on Etsy. And I love it because it covers so many different areas. And as you can see with the title, this is for Biden's March 2024. How's it going to go for him? What's he going to be doing? What will be his experience for the month of March 2024? Joe, I'm sure the ice cream will be involved. Maybe riding his bike here and there. I don't know. He does what he can. And yeah, I know he's had limitations with a foot and an ankle. I think he broke his ankle a while back, 1 foot. But I know he's a big guy and he has long feet. So going up those I forget what they're called, the big, the ramp to get up, the stairs to get up to the planes is a special name for them. But he trips every once in a while, and I'm sure it's because of that lip that comes over, and he catches his toe, because his feet are, when you have long feet and the stairs are short, not short in height, but short this way, yeah, try that if you've got a pair of size 12s or 13 or whatever. Okay. At least he never walked up one with the toilet paper on his on his heel, because I'm sure that he has enough of a caring team around him. If that ever happened, that they would have stopped him. But no, not with Trump. They just let that go. Oh, okay. Focus in. Biden, our dearest Joe. What will your month be like? March 2024. Oh, flipping in the airplane? No, we don't want that. Goodness. Okay, March 2024. Joe Biden. I love his sense of humor, too. He has some pretty good comebacks for people calling him old or too old or whatever. And I like what Gavin Newsom said about him. He said that his age is actually a gift because of the wisdom and all the life experience. It's a plus. It's also important to remember he has a good team around him. So, Kamala is not just sitting back doing nothing. So we have her husband, her team. We have Dr. Jill and Biden's team. Come on. There we go. Right there. Okay. Ooh. Trying to bring in some unity into loss of the past. This has to be Israel, Gaza. Yes, and of course he's working on a ceasefire. There's a lot of feminine energy around him to support him. Now, these two are synonymous. Unity and Venus, unity and feminine energy are synonymous keywords. Lots of networking, maybe to get some things erased. I know he did take care of the student loan. He got another, I think it's $1.2 billion in student loan debt. Yeah, maybe there's more that he's going to try. It looks like healthcare too. Let's see if I can fit 9 here. Yeah, just barely. Okay, good enough. Oh yeah, he is working on getting more money to people that need it. It looks like, yeah, he is always, of course, invested in kitchen table politics, is what he calls it. He cares about how people are doing. Okay, let's get these up a little. There we go. Oh no, those cards came through. It's got to be careful getting up and down off those landing stairs, or whatever those stairs are called. Those are ramps that go up. You guys let me know. Okay, so, okay. It's interesting having the restriction card right in the center. That all makes sense to me, though. I'm going to do like Libby and read it as a story going across, and then I'll do my other cartomancy maneuvers here. So, like I said, he's working to bring more unity into people who have lost their connection to feminine source energy, and especially this is for women and their healthcare, women and IVF. He's looking at that. He's concerned about that. He's concerned about anything that would take away a person's right to bring unity in life and love into their lives. So he's. I do think this also has something to do with maybe bringing in more money. Yeah, I'll look at these cards in a moment. But just to tell the story here, he is networking to either kind of make some magic happen or to erase things that make people feel small. And he's busy working on healthcare, some healthcare issue. Now, all of this does relate to women's reproductive rights and women's health care. And something fast may happen soon that raises flags and raises everything up. Pulling from this other row. I can't seem to not do my cartomancy. That's just how I roll. Okay. But something could go fast. Maybe that had to do with taking money away from people's freedom and justice, taking away energy and source that created more freedom and justice. Then he's wanting to work with restricting the angry energy, I think, that's out there, wanting to erase the angry energy that's out there, but most of all, rein it in, networking to rein in the angry energy. And especially people that want to give a big green light to somebody being a master ruler. Also, this has to do probably with how people have been angry at SCOTUS for restricting feminine, healthcare rights, reproductive rights, and gave the green light to those healthcare issues. That's really up for looking at. He's trying to, and this might happen towards the end of the month. It's possible that this is kind of the beginning, middle, and then end of the month. It's usually the way it tends to turn out. And then continuing on, he's going to be traveling to award something to people, like maybe a Purple Heart or people who have been brave. We could imagine that we'd get this, the airplane card every single, every single month. But in this particular one, I'm tuned into where Libby has down here overseas travel. So it could have something to do with visiting Israel, maybe again, or maybe there's something about him being bravely, taken. He's in his bravery going overseas, and that is a plus for him to get something turned over that's been this masculine energy, and it does help families. Oh, this could have to do with a hostage release. They've been saying that Navalny was, that Alexei was going to be a part of a prisoner swap, but then Putin killed him. Oh, God. But anyway, he's working towards bringing more light to the dark energy that's been thrown at the family. And he's loyal. This card is all about this loyalty. I know it kind of looks like a kitty, but I think I'm seeing more of a doggy here. But the dog to me is all about loyalty. Cats kind of are, unless you have a cat that's like a dog, people do. There are cats that are like dogs. They follow you around like puppies, and they're very loyal. But most kitties are just kind of into their own thing. But this seems like a dog to me who is trying to help heal the dark energy. So this is him trying to heal the dark energy, especially, I think he's angry here about, now I'm going into my other cartomancy techniques. I think he wants to erase the anger that's out there, because this is the IVF ruling with Alabama, right? And then what's on the table for the entire month, too, is, well, that happens supposed to be before the 1st. The challenge with getting keeping the government funded. He's looking at what money can't be used and what can be added. But he's mostly, we've got foreign affairs in here, bringing in justice and trying to erase the angry energy, especially families that want their loved ones back. We're dealing with hostages. So maybe some more hostage swaps going on, like I said. He's really concerned about the loss of freedom, and he wants to flip that back the way it belongs. Especially the loss of the feminine energy, the feminine reproductive rights, that loss. He wants that freedom. And then also the balance between, look at this line right here, this diagonal, where we've got the balance of the feminine and the masculine. He's working towards that this month. So there's a lot of signs here that he's working towards women's reproductive rights. And then again, the busy worker, we've got the bee working because of the angry masculine, the angry dark masculine that the GOP is putting out. So and then again with health issues, healthcare rights. Yeah. So maybe by the end of the month, there's some new ruling over that dark energy against the family with, IVF, and maybe something comes through with SCOTUS because we have the ruling card here. Or he's at least measuring, what, and he has to do this all the time, where he has to look at what he can do and what he can't, and then go towards working on what he can get done as quick as possible with the powers that he has. But he is limited. That does make him angry as to the restrictions that he has about, the injustices. That does bother him. That's at the core here. So, yeah. He wants to flip things around the way they're supposed to be, and he's just not, he's mad because he can't. And he's angry about how some people are using, so this would be the GQP, using this, how do I describe this? It's like the way they flip everything around with their, anti-LGBTQ and anti-science, anti-everything, and they're bringing health into it, and that makes him angry because he goes towards actual science. And he's angry that they're trying to erase the way actual science works. Yeah. And again, he's angry at the dark energy. But he's going to loyalty work to rise us all up as quickly as he possibly can. So that's interesting. That this the IVF ruling and women's healthcare rights and LGBTQ rights really make him angry. I mean, the fact that they are being threatened makes him angry. And the money that's involved to stifle all of this, the money that's lost to stifle this, or to siphon off, stifle it, and to siphon off the funds that could be used in ways that bring in a lot more happiness and peace between the sexes. I think he's more tuned into most American people and the crazies, the Mike Johnsons and Jim Jordans and the Crazy Eights. They do make him angry. So we might hear more little things that pop out, like who did he call somebody? Oh, was it? He called somebody an asshole. I can't remember who it was. Was it Netanyahu? Yeah, I think it was Netanyahu. That wasn't too long ago. But yeah, things slip out. Makes me love him more. Okay, I think I'm not seeing that the mirroring is working here. Well, maybe. So there could be some ruling around how much money gets spent on scientific research, and it does go up, and it creates something that moves fast to help with healthcare and with LGBTQ rights, hopefully. This minus card has me a little confused. It's the minus taken away from the feminine, from the female rights, and the minus, maybe it's something that comes through when it might really irritate him when he goes to travel to other countries and he sees how women are treated, or he hears about how women are treated, women and children, the feminine, the receptive energy. That, I think, weighs on his soul, and I think that's what we're seeing here. Because there's an added loss, I think, to his heart when he sees this. But it makes him all the more loyal to the cause, and he is very brave against, fighting against dark energy here. So that's good to see. And I think when he does go to this other country, I think maybe if he goes to Israel again or wherever he goes to these other countries, he does like to connect on the family, with the family level. Like the things that matter to him here in the USA matter to him in the other countries as well. And it might be that he gets some new ideas when visiting overseas that actually help him turn things around in a new way and have more strength in dealing with the angry energy, which is, of course, the angry energy is because of the injustice. Let's see. Yeah, something about money coming in, some new ruling and money coming in that gives the green light to more freedom and maybe to fight the anger that's very unjust, to fight the lack of equality. There is some small ruling, though, that does bring in more justice. Then again, this could be another, like Alabama, there could be another state that's a small state that brings in, that's working, thinking they're all that. But they're bringing in some lack of balance because we have loss up here, knighting to this card. Yeah. But he's working towards the justice. He's bravely working towards the justice and always trying to, like I said before, think of the new ideas where he can be the most effective and get things going quicker. A big green light for him to the things that he's passionate about and loyal, the causes that he's loyal to, which of course are family, and working against the dark energy. Which is why he ran for president in the first place. I mean, I'm sure he had better things to do, but he felt called, and he honored his calling. So, okay, that's all I can see here with this. So I'm going to use a tarot real quick and see what else we get. Let's see. I think I'll use the Light Seer's Tarot for him. So I'm going to do my weird, the way I do reversals. So don't look if that makes you dizzy, because I'm going to do a swirl, okay? Some people get dizzy when I do this. I'll just try to go really slow. But let's look. Let's look at Joe Biden's month of March 2024. Okay, that should do it. So that saves a little time because I don't have to do the other shuffling. I can just go from here. Okay, there we go. Okay, at the heart of the matter we have the forces in motion. He's worried about not having the money coming in. Oh, this would be the government funding. He's worried about that. He's worried about the biggest challenge is the people in GOP who don't want to work, and they put out mediocre work. They don't want to do their jobs, basically. Let me bring this up. There we go. I bring this over. Okay. Excuse me. There, that should do it. Let's see. Okay. He is sitting in a place where he's kind of surrendered. Hold on, I gotta get some water. There, that's better. Okay, let's bring this down. So he's having to surrender and see things from a bunch of different angles because in the past, people weren't coming together. We have the Temperance card reversed. Yeah, this is his experience with the GQP in the past. And that's the focus. It looks like the focal point of how they don't give, there's no reciprocal energy, no reciprocity, and they don't want to work, they don't care. And he's having to look at things from all these different angles, just so disappointed. What's hanging over him is the Seven of Swords reversed, so he's not wanting to let them get away with it. So now I think I have a little more focus as to what all that angry energy was about. It's towards the House GOP, the crazy eights and the ones who are not wanting to work. In the near future this month, there's some stagnancy. He's not able to make big changes. He's having to just look at this stagnant situation and literally, spinning in it. And it's very, I think, cumbersome for him. What he's attracting with the Six of Swords reversed is, again, not being able to make much headway with immigration, not able to make much headway with, he's still in like the choppy waters. Things aren't calm. how people are affecting him, people around him are affecting him. They are working hard to make it go as quick as they can. This would be his administration. This would be the Knight of Swords. They're go. They're working for him. What's happening in the long distant, this is near term future, this would be distant future. I've got the Wheel of Fortune reversed, so it's just this kind of spinning constantly, afraid to take a risk because he can't. He's kind of locked in somewhat. And then the outcome this month, we have the Tower. So there's, he's fighting against some destruction that wants to come in. These are, I would think, Russian forces that want to just make sure that he doesn't get in. I would think that he's also really tired of all the backstabbing with the Ten of Swords, and he wants it just to be over. He does have good teamwork. And that, excuse me, that came through with Libby's deck too. The teamwork that's around him, and he is coming from the Emperor straight up. This is like the healthy dad. We could call him the healthy dad and healthy grandpa. So that's where he's coming from, and he is going to bring in some new ideas, best he can. We had that light bulb card down here, so that confirms that. And with the Seven of Pentacles, it has everything to do with what can he nurture, what seeds can he plant. He's maybe reevaluating what to work on. And with the King of Pentacles again, there we go. It's all about the money. All about the money and the new ideas. New ideas here. To how to create more happy family. I'll just throw this card up here. And more happiness in families. And then with the Two of Pentacles, he's negotiating as much as he can. It gets up and down, up and down. So anyway, the only troubling card, all this makes sense to me, the only troubling card is this Tower card. But it is a card of reconstruction. It's, it's not really averting a disaster because it came through straight up. But it can have to do with, when I get this card in personal readings, I look at it as somebody has broken through their false self and the real self is coming through more and more and more. And I think he's had it with some things, and it's like, psh, I'm out of here and I'm walking away because I'm tired of being stabbed in the back. And all these other cards speak to after he walks away and releases those Ten of Swords in the back. This is where he's headed towards the teamwork that support him as the healthy dad and grandpa with the new ideas, and then he's going to work as much as he can while he's being held back, because of course, until we get the 2024 election done, he's going to have to deal with the House GOP, and until we have a democratically held House, this is what he's having to deal with. So, yeah. And then on another level too, I hope this card doesn't have anything to do with like a forest fire or something that he's having to deal with. Somewhere like a emergency. State of emergency, issuing a state of emergency. There's that possibility there. Yeah. Oh, but all the other cards certainly make sense to the kind of guy that he is. Focused on the family, doesn't mind dealing with the ups and downs and negotiating in life. And he's dealing with the GOP that is just not working. So, but yeah. Like this one, he's focused on bringing money in for the family, focused on stability. So, okay, well, that's all I have, you guys. Big hugs. Let's make it a wonderful March. Springtime's coming. But warning ahead of time, we're going to have to set our clocks back. I think it's on the 10th. Pretty sure it's the 10th, yeah. So sleep up. Okay, bye, you guys.